Block.one steps up to the governance plate, yield farmers raise the stakes in EOS DeFi, wax NFTs continue to delight, and much more. Hello EOS Nation, I'm Daniel Keys, and this is episode 67 of the EOS Hot Sauce. As always, our spicy weekly updates are available in every format. Watch on YouTube, listen on SoundCloud or your favorite podcast player, or read it at eosnation.io. That's also where you can subscribe to the EOS Nation newsletter to get that spicy sauce poured straight into your inbox. However you prefer it, help spread the sauce by smashing that like, ringing that bell, and giving us a 5-star rating. Let's get to this week's spicy goodness. Excitement is in the air for EOS as many high-profile community members have been talking about upcoming developments that have them excited about the future of EOS. There have been posts from Block.one's Brendan Bloomer, vague tweets from Yves LaRose, CEO of EOS Nation, stirring up hype, and an audio clip shared by Everything EOS's Zach Gull that reveals the next Block.one product will be a financial service product. In the clip, Brendan Bloomer explains that Block.one aims to condense the technology stack of traditional finance or cryptocurrency exchanges into something that drives more value to the underlying asset holders, as opposed to third parties that benefit off existing volatility and to many middlemen taking fees along the way. We also got news from Kevin Rose, the Senior Vice President of Block.one's Public Blockchain Engagement Group, about EOS developments happening right now. This week he officially reached out to the public EOSIO testnet operators asking them to get ready to start testing the new resource model proposed by Block.one. He also stated that they'll be launching a program to capture feedback about the new resource model which will inform their voting strategy. Check out our Twitter account to read the entire message shared by Kevin Rose in the EOSIO testnet Telegram groups. Will this voting strategy be linked to Block.one's newly created 86 million EOS vote proxy that has yet to vote for any block producers? Let us know what you think. We love hearing the EOS community theory crafting about all the possible scenarios that currently lay in front of us. One thing is certain, this recent statement by the PBE is a clear indication that Block.one is dedicated to the future of the EOS mainnet and is going to be taking a more active role in its governance moving forward. This combination of on-chain and off-chain actions by Block.one has brought back some of the energy that the EOS community had for such a long time. Chatter across our EOS community saw a significant uptick since the PBE announcement, and it's been refreshing to see in an overwhelmingly positive tone. Block producers are looking forward to engaging more directly with Block.one as we all work together to thoroughly test and implement the new resource model on EOS. But that's not all Block.one was up to this week. We've got another EOS VC portfolio update, which is now highlighting 100+ companies that have received grants and investments. Everything EOS tweeted a curated list of their favorite dApps that specifically mention using EOS. And finally, make sure to check out the updated EOSIO developer portal if you're building on EOSIO, which has some new features including a revised user-friendly search function. The good news for EOS is coming at us from all angles this week, and it's exactly how we like it. Let's go EOS! And some good news for you if you're joining us for the YouTube premiere of this episode, because it's time to race for rares. Type Spicy Rare in the live chat now for a chance to win one of 5 Spicy Rare NFTs. And guess the length of this episode to win one of 2 Blockchain Heroes packs. You've got 2 minutes starting now. Good luck, and don't forget you need to sign up to be eligible at eosnation.io/spicy. Now let's get back to the spicy updates with another hot week from the world of EOS DeFi. Things are really starting to snowball as more protocols go online and others ship significant improvements. Here are your EOS DeFi booster shots for the week. The very user-friendly Wombat wallet provides free EOS accounts and has now integrated the Pizza financial platform that allows users to lend or borrow crypto collateral while also allowing users to mint and trade 3x leverage tokens. It's never been easier for new users to get right into the thick of it to explore EOS DeFi without having to worry about $10 gas fees. Now, it's one thing to be able to quickly and painlessly jump into the DeFi space, but it's a whole other ballgame to understand all the jargon and concepts that you'll encounter on your journey. Thankfully, the good people over at Defuse compiled the ABCs of DeFi, which allows new users to demystify the jargon and understand the terms used within the DeFi ecosystem. For new users to EOS DeFi, the Equilibrium platform is a great place to start. Users can generate stablecoins like EOSDT by locking up crypto collateral like EOS. The recent step-by-step guide explains the most basic DeFi tool available on the platform, staking EOS, EOSDT, or NUT to earn interest. Remember to be extremely careful when minting stablecoins by over-collateralizing assets, as this is a form of leverage. Make sure you know your ABCs perfectly before attempting to utilize leverage. There's tons of great resources out there, such as Alfredo de Candia's guide, DeFi, How to Leverage on the EOS Blockchain. You can find that linked in the written edition of this episode. Still have questions on DeFi or leverage? Reach out to us on social media. We'll be happy to answer your questions. After getting used to generating over-collateralized stablecoins, the next DeFi level to achieve is becoming a liquidity provider. On EOS, there's no better platform to do so than with Bancor, which has been pioneering DeFi use cases since their ICO on Ethereum in 2017. Now operating on both Ethereum and EOS, the new swap.bancor.network app allows users to swap tokens and provide liquidity for Bancor pools. Never provided liquidity before? Why not now? The water is warm and it's the perfect time to dip your toes into the liquidity pool. Still with us? Great! Now that you understand over-collateralization, leverage, and liquidity pools, you're ready to go all the way down the EOS DeFi rabbit hole and start liquidity mining. Do you have what it takes to become an EOS yield farmer? You'll need some crypto, the willingness to utilize leverage, the willingness to trust new smart contracts, and the belief that DeFi protocol governance coins like Box are going to be worth enough money in the future to compensate you for the risks you take today. Liquidity mining allows a project to attract high liquidity very quickly by distributing the governance token to liquidity providers early on in the development cycle of the project. Some yield farmers aim to accumulate and hold the governance tokens, while others liquidate them to lock in an APR that can sometimes reach 70% or higher. And we've heard of others so dedicated that on top of providing liquidity and holding the token, they also buy more of the token to accumulate faster. What kind of yield farmer are you? If you choose to explore and mine Box, we advise extreme caution as the project is still in its early stages, and make sure to do your own research. Check out their white paper and some recent updates to get started. Are you more of a traditional finance guy? Is liquidity mining not interesting to you? Maybe we can interest you in some EOS options. Their unique model of negative fees charges participants like quote pit operators and liquidity providers an opportunity cost instead of a direct fee for the right to operate. This opportunity cost comes in the form of foregone dApp staking rewards, which is required for them to operate. Don't want to purchase your own 250,000 or 1 million dApp tokens that are required? No problem. You can tap the original EOS DeFi product, Shintai, and simply borrow your required stake. Happy investing! Moving on now to EOS X. In case you haven't noticed yet, we've been delivering weekly updates that have improved the block explorer in noticeable ways. Our favorite improvement over the last few weeks was the account name prediction and autocomplete. You can find the full list of updates in the written edition of this episode at EOSNation.io. Now let's check in on the world of social media on EOS. Yup is bringing an interesting and fresh approach to the mix, introducing an opinion layer on top of existing social media platforms. Based on user ratings, they create a feed of the most valuable content across the web. Basically, what the internet thinks about the internet. Joining Yup is fairly easy as you simply need to install the Chrome plugin and sign up. From there, you'll see a button for an additional rating on supported social media sites like Twitter or YouTube, and start earning Yup tokens, which will be redeemable for cash. Check out the short Yup demo video linked to in the written edition of this episode. Yup originated on the campus of Columbia University and is a team of passionate young entrepreneurs. It was really interesting to get to know them in the latest dApp Talk episode, and we highly recommend you tune in. Running on the EOS mainnet, their smart contracts are making good use of the dApp network to further scale at a minimal cost, and they also started running a DSP node. We're excited to see this project evolve, and we're curious if there'll be a Yup integration on voice soon. Speaking of voice, there's quite a bit of activity to report there, as we're counting down the days until August 15th when Invite a Friend and Human Signup go live and the platform becomes available to 20 more countries around the globe. In preparation for the big day, the platform is undergoing a tokenomics update in order to align interests for the common goal of high-quality content and engagement. The first token reset will happen on August 13th, one of a few that may happen before the big official reset in a few months. Meanwhile, content creation on Voice seems to be ramping up as we see many links to voice content shared across various social media platforms, especially the Writing Company, which we introduced in the last episode of EOS Hot Sauce. They've been doing a great job publishing articles for the various blockchain communities and raising the quality bar on Voice. We have Sylvain Sorel catering to the Bitcoin community with the first BTC Weekly report, and his article headline, Like Bitcoin, Voice will be essential to preserve future freedom of ideas. William M. Peaster, the author of Ethereum Weekly, shared an article about the NFT art scene on Ethereum. We also enjoyed Jillian Godsill's articles on why women need blockchain and genomics in blockchain, who owns our DNA. Our very own EOS Nation ambassador Samuel Joseph also joined Voice last week as his company Lightblocks started cooperation with the Writing Company. He gave us the following quote: Lightblocks is a company dedicated to providing blockchain and cryptocurrency solutions to Africa. We currently partnered with the crypto writer to provide news services to Voice.com. Voice is a fresh breathing space and already looking good with its sleek mobile app. The facial recognition onboarding process was flawless, and I look forward to more improvements by Block.one in some areas like tokenomics. Do you still remember the great promo video that the Voice team published but then needed to take down? They've made some changes to it and it's back up on Twitter and Facebook. Unfortunately, Facebook prefers to stay ignorant of the inconvenient truth about the state of social media in 2020 and didn't allow the video to be boosted as advertising, as it was deemed political. Whoever made the decision to censor content critical of Facebook did a great job in proving the point that we need to take social back. Now let's check in with another week of exciting NFT news from the world of Wax. Are you ready for Blockchain Heroes? The highly anticipated NFT series hit the market yesterday and we got to witness another wild sale. Packs were available on Heroes.market and the Atomic Hub, and because the Blockchain Heroes are no fans of outdated fiat payments, only Wax tokens were accepted for the purchases. This is the first NFT sale on Wax done entirely in crypto. There are a total of 125,000 cards in the set, 50 different heroes and 5 different classes, and multiple rarities. Cards were sold in standard hero packs with 5 cards and Titan packs with 30 cards. The Blockchain Heroes was funded by the community through the Wax Labs, and many decisions regarding the sale are based on community feedback. There was a cap of 10 Titan packs or 25 standard packs per purchase to ensure more people got their hands on them. And base cards were pre-minted and evenly distributed to ensure that everyone had a fair chance to get a low mint. Cards of other rarities will still be minted when a pack is opened, and there'll be a special card drop to the first 50 accounts that made a purchase. Check out the epic pack opening sequence showcased along with more details about the sale on the Any Observations channel. You can also find details in the most recent Blockchain Heroes livestream with Wax CEO William Quigley as a special guest, where we also learned about something very exciting the Wax team is currently working on: smart NFTs. The Blockchain Heroes did a fun cross-promotion with Topps to stir up the hype ahead of the sale and dropped an Atomic Atom NFT to every account that holds either a GPK or Blockchain Heroes card. There were a number of different rarities dropped, so check your inventory on the Atomic Hub if you were eligible and find out which one you got. One of the legendary Atomic Atoms already sold for 6,000 Wax on the secondary markets. The Blockchain Heroes really did a stellar job on promotion and community building in a very short time. Since the cards are inspired by real-world personalities from the blockchain space, this series documents an interesting time and brings together the various crypto tribes, helps onboard new users, and has an educational aspect by giving context on each hero on the backside of the card. Blockchain Heroes are a project by Joel Comm and Travis Wright, mostly known as the hosts of the Bad Crypto podcast. They've become huge fans of NFTs and recently launched the Nifty Show, which is a series of interviews with representatives of various NFT projects. They welcomed the Cogs on Wax team in their most recent episode. That's another NFT sale scheduled in August that we're excited about. We covered various details about Cogs on Wax already in episodes 64 and 66 of the Hot Sauce, and we can't wait to get our hands on Cogs. But CEO Ben Fairbank and Arklegger, the head of RFox Games, shared additional details on the Nifty Show about their plans to develop a whole games ecosystem around the Cogs NFTs. For now, we'll leave you with this quote from Fairbank. "The need for value beyond trading is imperative. Players coming together across borders to compete in tournaments, compare collections, and trade items means the Cogs on Wax collection offers far more than run-of-the-mill NFTs. It's exciting to see NFTs evolve, and there's so much room for creativity. Speaking about creativity, make sure to keep an eye out for the upcoming Uplift Art NFTs by mBlue Crypto. He turned his newest music video into an NFT as the first piece of the collection, and teased an upcoming NFT featuring EOS Nation CEO Yves LaRose. All profits made by Uplift Art NFT sales are going to Uplift Nation, a charity organization managed by the Uplift DAO. If you want to learn more about this project and the versatile personality of mBlue Crypto, we recommend a recent interview he gave to Coach Bjork on the Any Observations YouTube channel. With so many upcoming NFT launches, the Wax marketplaces will get very busy, and we can expect more demand on network resources too, considering the upcoming NFT game mechanics. Since Wax doesn't have a rec system that allows users or builders to lease resources, we're happy to report that Shintai has integrated Wax into their platform. Wax token holders can now lease out their resources via Bancor-style pool markets and get C-Wax tokens in return. The good thing about C-Wax tokens is that the price can only go up, similar to the Rex token. Read all about how the pool markets work, along with a brief tutorial in Shintai's announcement article. And we also have some news from the Wax Advisory Council. Rui Zheng, vice president of Gummy Inc., joined the council a couple of days ago and shared the excitement on Twitter. With one more seat still free at the table, we can already see council members making a difference. Atari and Animoca brands announced a partnership to bring classic Atari games to the blockchain, for example. While the article didn't mention Wax specifically, we know from a previous announcement that Atari plans to launch on Wax. And Yatsu, co-founder and chairman of Animoca Brands, had this to say: "This significant expansion of our partnership with Atari allows Animoca Brands to leverage some of the greatest ever classic games into our blockchain strategy and on our popular platforms, including the hyper-casual gaming platform Gamey and the digital collectibles platform Quid. We are very excited at the opportunity to catapult these nostalgic, history-making games into the future." Fun fact, Yatsui worked on these classic arcade games as a programmer back in the 80s when he got a job at Atari as a schoolboy. In other Wax news, we'd like to congratulate Cathar for winning the first inaugural Office of Inspector General election. Cathar has been a solid pillar in the Wax community from very early on, and we're thrilled to be working together. We'd also like to thank Marlon Williams of ZenBlocks for his great work as the previous Inspector General. As you can see, the Wax ecosystem is bustling with activity, and a good place to share the excitement would be the upcoming Wax Blockchain Meetup number 8, organized by Multiblock and EOSphere on August 11th at 7 p.m. Central Time. Guest speaker will be Evan Vanderberg, Director of Business Development at Wax, and participants will get the chance to win a selection of NFTs. Another great opportunity to win some NFTs is our very own Race for Rares, and last week we had the first participants unlocking the first tier Hot Sauce Hero NFT that comes with the backing of 400 Wax tokens. Today we're introducing another NFT as the newest addition to our Spicy Rare collection, the Golden Chili. All you need to do for your chance to win the Golden Chili is to leave a relevant comment about one of today's hot sauce topics. You'll also have the chance to win some Spicy Rares during the live chat contest. So make sure to tune in each week to the YouTube premiere of the EOS Hot Sauce on Sunday at noon Eastern Time, and don't forget to sign up to be eligible for the giveaway. Let's wrap this week's episode up with an opportunity to earn some EOS for helping to secure one of our favorite wallets. Think you can outsmart the guys over at Greymass? They put up a 1,000 EOS bounty if you can crack their new product. It's an owner key certificate for new accounts that allows users to easily back up and recover the account if needed. Once officially released on Anchor, all new EOSIO accounts created through the wallet will offer this method of backup. Read up on all the details on Twitter or Voice. And that's all for this week's episode of EOS Hot Sauce. We've got more spicy goodness for you every week, so subscribe, hit the bell, and stay tuned for the next one. If you can't wait till next week, find our previous episodes at eosnation.io or on our YouTube channel. Once again, I'm your host Daniel Keys, and we'll see you again next week. Until then, let's keep it spicy.